I want to follow up on this comment about how palm oil is native and culturally important in West and Central Africa because I think this is really important. It is really important that we take our environmental takes and view them from an anti colonial lens. I found this Substack by Eat with Afia, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which explains that palm oil is indigenous to these forests and has been part of the local food cultures for centuries. People use both red palm oil and palm kernel oil in stews, medicines, soaps, and even cosmetics within smaller scale, often family based production systems. The way that it's traditionally made, which includes boiling, pounding, and separating the oil by hand, is very different from the heavily processed industrial oil you see in many packaged foods. That right there is the key point because when I or anybody talks about the problems with palm oil, I'm not talking about those West African culinary and smallholder systems, and neither should anyone else. What I'm focusing on and what other people should be focusing on is the commercialized palm oil model that colonial powers and companies moved to places like Indonesia and Malaysia, where monoculture plantations have driven deforestation, land grabs, and loss of biodiversity. Things can be two things, and both things can be true. Palm oil is a heritage ingredient in West and Central Africa, and industrial palm oil expansion is still one of the most destructive forms of tropical agriculture. The goal should be to protect and support traditional smallholder and agroforestry style production while shrinking the demand for highly processed extractive palm oil elsewhere. I also read an article by The Conversation named Red Gold: The Rise and Fall of West Africa's Palm Oil Empire, which I highly recommend for more detailed information and context. Anyway, I appreciate this comment a lot because I am learning so much about the food systems all over the world, and I think it's important to bring up these things and discuss them, so thank you.